And hello on YouTube side. We are going to dive right into the main story now. Very excited for this. And we are going straight to the party car, which I haven't started that whole part yet. But I've seen it in the live stream. It looks really cool. Oh, this is just like the bar back there. I had to like double take for a second. I felt like I was back in Penacony. Oh, look! This is so cute. Oh, I can't wait to properly explore this. I will probably do the party car stuff off stream, off video and everything, because it seems like a pretty relaxing thing to do in my own time. But yeah, let's get on with the story. I'm getting distracted by everything.
Amphorius, the eternal land.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, auto turned off.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right.
Indeed, she did say that. Also, if there's some voices that aren't properly voiced, I'll probably like monotone read it out a little bit because it's likely due to the strike, you know. And I want everyone to know what's being said, but at the same time, I want to respect the strike efforts. I'm not gonna like do the voice acting for them kind of thing, you know. I want to respect the actors that are on strike. So there is no record of this world in the databank, not even a mention of his name.
You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
Oh, it'll be fine. Have you seen all the places we've been to, all the stuff we've gone up to March? Nah, it's no sweat. Sounds scary. Can we go somewhere else? I've been on the Express for nearly 2 years now.
Huh? Has it been that long?
Yeah, has it actually passed that much time within the game too? I've always been interested to know how time is flowing. There's no need to be nervous. I understand that it may be difficult for us today to wrap our heads around the idea that there's a world Akavili didn't venture into, but a journey like that was only routine to the Express crew back then. After all, to trailblaze is to explore the universe's boundaries.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Yeah. Sure, I'll take care of it. That said, Pom-Pom usually stays out of discussions about destinations. The final decision will likely still be on us to make. In that case, we best take the time to think this over.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
True. I forgot all about the fuel. It feels like it's been a while since we, quote-unquote, left Penacony, because then we went back and there was all that. That's what I thought too. Can I vote no? No, I want to go there. Come on, still. Alright then, for now I'll let Miss Black Swan know that we're considering the Eternal Land as a destination. Seeing how this is going to be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can't find out more about Amphorius from our allies, before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Tychean Stadium has been repaired.
Heck yeah, we did an event preparing that march, weren't you there? The Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We've barely had any time to catch our breath. Oh, typo, but yeah. Let's take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead and make the most out of this break. Sounds good. At this moment, people still haven't expected this vacation to be so fulfilling. They will witness the Grand Jianshou war dance, and during this moment of leisure, and those they meet again include not only friends, but also foes. Sunday's POV! Several weeks later, golden hour, Penacony.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, You're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show.
Well,
Look at us.
the corruption ran pretty deep. I don't really blame them.
Cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious.
Spill the gossip, NPC.
Stories going around true. Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Well,
Difficult
about
questions.
that.
Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Not surprised. A lot went down. They can't really
Conspiracy
be transparent
the
about.
IPC had orchestrated everything, and what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
It's the thing with rumors. There's sometimes little sprinkles of truth in there, huh?
Been long buried under all
But
the
a bit too
hearsay.
distorted to be fully the truth.
All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
Uh-huh.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Uh-huh.
Bingo. Most
Wow, I
of the
wonder who
came
that
home
is.
when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history. Like what happened to the Black Plum family back then.
Black Plum
Without
family.
even realizing it.
Is that something we know of? It's not ringing any
Another
bells.
theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
Well,
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Pentaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm.
I'm just waiting for the camera to zoom up.
Has already been seen. This is
Not
just
the
a
lamppost blocking him.
move to heighten security.
Wow, I wonder who that is. The little tuft of
Please rest assured.
silver hair and
Do
the
everything
wing.
in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see.
Weary
We'll leave the
passerby.
two of you to your work then.
So mysterious. I have no idea who he could possibly be. Right?
Excuse me, sir.
Bloodhound family?
Have we met before?
No, that was his evil twin,
Oh.
Monday.
Do
Oh,
you recall when or where we might have met?
clever. Oh, I like that they brought back his mind powers again.
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
Uh-huh. Again, if you see my face track and go weird, I'm just
Sure
drinking.
have a knack for
Stay
stirring up
hydrated.
trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
He's just staring
We
like
shouldn't
that.
run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
Very true.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
Well, when he puts it like that, you've got to kind of feel a little bit bad for him, right?
You can rely on, huh?
I feel like I can hear a lot of no's when I say that. I don't know, it just feels a bit pitiful at the moment to me.
At least she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
Oh,
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you.
you know what? Fair.
Seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. as though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
Seems to know Sunday very well.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be
Please.
necessary.
No, the sibling
I'm sure you
reunion.
already
Come on,
know why,
Sunday.
Considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts,
Ah.
I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
Oh, come on, Sunday.
Let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Aw. Oh, wait. Can we change? It said about lineup menu there, didn't it? Does that mean we get a trial Sunday here? Okay, cool, cool. Because as you can see, my Sunday is level 40. This is like
Be free of troubles and
not-
read us starward.
not quite the team for him. I'm not sure he would want in his team at the moment though, so maybe I will just... Let's just do a little bit of an awkward team, I think. If I do those and...
Miss Lingsha, please let me handle the enemies.
Sure, why not, right? I don't have Jinyuan, so I can't really put him in the team or anything. And my Topaz isn't really built well enough, so we'll go with this for now. It's just a story. How hard can it be, right?
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
Oh, poor
My
1 week.
apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
Emotional support buddy.
Been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
Oh, Sunday.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yeah. You're
Yes,
complicated,
you will repay
man,
this favor
Sunday.
this time. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
Seriously.
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death.
Okay, a little bit of their backstory
You were
together.
at your wits' end and felt lost about your future. I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way.
It is pretty
I don't
risky.
understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission?
And yes, I did get Sunday. I got him at E1, S1. Lost 0 pities there. I lost 0 50-50s. Yeah, pretty much first try for all of it. I was very happy about it.
Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Does sound like a deal Jade would
Didn't
make.
drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are
Oh,
free
we're getting the
to choose someone
flashback here
who
then.
dare to exceed his bounds, sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this
I
world
remember
is
us leaving off on this point a few patches ago.
I will not accept your charity.
Oh,
As I
Sunday.
mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
I
You
see.
left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom,
I wonder what the price will end up being then. There's like an IOU. But yeah, I am planning to go for Fuge next. I will pronounce her name right one day. But I am planning to go for her next. I love tingyun. I always have. And I have like 160 tickets left, I think. Plus like the ones that I can get from having so many E6 characters from 4 stars on the banner. But yeah, saving all that for the second half.
I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
Yeah.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds.
Someday.
When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
No, he's gotta be right there.
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
But it would help him make amends, right? A little bit of peace of mind.
Others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Yeah.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door.
I was trying to time that to when he said it. Almost got it. But yeah, he's still got some
What does Ideen Park got to do
order
with it?
ideals within him.
Don't tell me that the founder is one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, I cut off that little bit, but that's fine.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
Sure does. Getting those throwbacks to
Unaware of the
Penacony.
situation, you can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I need
Ooh, harmony
1
brainwaves.
week. Please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
That power is so cool
I
to
wanna
me.
know what's going on in there. You'll tell
I'm glad
me.
they're already using it more.
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath.
You are?
He's Monday.
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works
No
for
way,
me.
really?
You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir.
Yep, Sunday's evil twin,
Coming
Mr.
back to the
Workday.
topic of the park. Let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Show us what's going on here.
Can you keep watch over the entrance?
Kind
We'll go in there
NPCs.
for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
Thank you, thank you.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Like we don't already look suspicious Sunday.
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you.
I get it in a weird way, he's a bit of a contradiction,
Why
isn't
are we
he?
here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law.
His upbringing was really...
That was probably the first time that I
Yeah.
enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
He was definitely
Quite the
raised
contrary.
to play the
That
exact
was
role that
terrible
he
mess of
did.
things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled.
Yeah.
This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the order will only add to the chaos.
I like that he's reflecting all this now with a bit of a clearer mind. Oh. Theme park investigatory rules. I'll write down what I've noticed for now. I'll go over things when I meet the others later. No consumption of foods other than burgers, especially ice cream. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in trash cans. Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Drop Troupe while experiencing the attractions. Hands-down walks around flower beds are prohibited. Oh, these are some rules. Attention, conducts that have not been mentioned are not necessarily safe. They have just not yet been reviewed.
No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
Same 1 week, same. Let's run to the floating ice cream.
Consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner
Sunday.
for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
I like they had the be kind to
What
birds
happens if
rule
I
though.
break the rule?
Of course he did, right?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Try me.
Wait, don't...
Oh. In the blink of an eye, the ice cream vanished into 1 weak stomach. Oh.
So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Huh.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
What exactly is going on here? It is completely orderless. Huh.
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Go up and start singing, you two. A little music break. Oh. I saw that
Let's try that
distortion. Whoa.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned.
Okay, so they're
That's
not
exactly what I would have done back then.
they're not all disregarded
You've been
exactly.
iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you?
Exactly what I've been saying 1 week.
Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
Oh.
I tried to warn you.
Oh. Yeah. Never mind, they're following the rules. There is order. Like a drunkard commonly seen by the sidewalk, he vomited a silver rainbow. Oh,
How do you
wait.
feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
In any
Oh
case,
no.
say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
Go on, Sunday. Get your little bit of
What's the
redemption.
plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts.
I love that. Instead of creating the rules, now he's breaking the rules. I like where his story is going already.
So, can I take it that rules
Oh.
are meant to be broken now?
No, the Trailblazers line. Rules are meant to be broken. Let's go to the trash can first.
Do not discard trash in trash cans.
Here you go, trash can.
This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Sunday, you very much are a paradox in a lot of your
Even know how to joke
faults.
about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
Anything will do. Well, I guess just the trash then, right?
Something's happening.
Oh. Golden trash.
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
Possibly.
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere too.
Oh, hello. Thank you for the raid. Lovely to meet you. We are just playing through the main story right now. I've only just started it really, but I'm looking forward to where this goes. Let's go over here and break this rule next.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something?
You gotta go find them? Let's see. Oh, yep, they are in this area. Oh, there they are. Where do they come from?
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Sunday places some Alfalfa credits in front of Bubblehound. Like you just finished it? Oh, I hope it's good.
Let me translate that for
Already
you.
enjoying it so far,
Who are you
honestly.
trying to pay with your spare change?
Sunday's placed even more Alfalfa credits.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what?
What is the measure about to be?
All you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Yeah, come on, 1 week. He's a little bit broke. It's alright. The Dream Jolt troop lets out terse shouts. It moves closer. Oh, missed some of that, but I got the idea.
Looks like we scraped together just enough.
Alright. There's the bottle cap then.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Let's go for it 1 week. 1 week and Mr. Workday. Let's go. I still love that they added the gacha within the gacha. Love this capture machine always. Right. What's gonna appear here?
Maybe we should open the capsule?
Yeah. You shouldn't have done that. Since warnings have proven futile, punishment is now inevitable. Oh, that is just a little bit ominous, isn't it?
They can't be seriously going that far, right? No.
I was about to say, I bet the Dream Jolt troop were about to attack you, and there it is. Alright. Oh boy, my team. I don't even know how to play this team. Let's... I'll switch back to my regular team if I'm, like, struggling. Now let's see. I just threw this team together because I was like, I've got to have Sunday in the team, but this is not my usual team. Okay. And then we do the taunt. Robin's song really adds to playing this main story though as well. Go Sunday. I love your old animation. Oh. Alright. This should be a good enough team to get through the minor story battles. Actually, Yunli's buffed quite a little bit there from Sunday. Ah, did I get an achievement for Robin and Sunday in the same team? I bet I did.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Oh. Oh, discernment tuning. The after echoes of order, once distorted, can only add to the chaos. As a tuner, Sunday can easily discern where the harmony of dreamscapes has been disrupted. Okay. Ah, it's like this kind of mode. Gotcha. Very pretty. Let's see, it's over here.
Oh, there it is. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
You tell them, Sunday.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
New pair of wings, oh
As long
man.
as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Strangely good thing for him
Sometime
to
before I turned 6,
be taken down from a pedestal, I
like
think.
most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers,
Yeah.
only to fall into a pit.
Oh,
I almost broke my halo.
oh, Sunday.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
Of course, Mr.
Never forget
Perfectionist
times of
does.
failure. It's only human nature.
Oh,
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
yeah. Between Pledge of the Gettons. Okay, so then we tune the next one over here. But yeah, I mean, to most people that would just be an embarrassing childhood story. Sunday is too hard on himself.
What is it this time?
What do you sense, Sunday?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh. It's as if it all only happened yesterday.
Oh,
When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles.
Sunday, Sunday.
I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
I want to go to all your childhood places, all your memories, Sunday. Delve into that complicated brain of yours. Oh, and of course, shoot the dreamscape while we're at it. Okay, this way? Yep.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Hello, Welts. This is Mr. Workday. Please take no notice.
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating.
Which we are clearing up. Don't worry about it.
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on.
Yes, Welts. I love when we see Mr. Sunday Perfectionist mask slip a little bit too.
Technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
The irritation, the sigh of relief. It's a bit refreshing to see on Sunday.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
No, buddy. Don't worry about it 1
The
week.
Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days.
Let's hope so, Sunday.
Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do.
Alright. You ended up picking up Welt on Selector. This is the only standard unit you don't have. Yeah, I have been thinking of who to pick up on the Selector. I have all the standards, but I'm not sure which one to go for Eidolon-wise. But yeah, I love Welt as a character. He's cool, and I want to try and build him too.
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will. But
Speaking of.
before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short
Very well.
sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me.
Can you blame them, Sunday?
Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony.
Yeah.
Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
I think Ally is pushing it, but Sunday unreservedly shares his story with Welt.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that.
Robin sure did make an agreement
As you
with
can see,
Jade.
I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Come on, Welt.
But until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
Fair enough. Tag along, Welt.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry too.
Oh.
I know how it feels. That said,
I love his
I can't
callbacks.
make this call by
Totally not
myself.
biased.
My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
The party, like the party car. It's just party patch. You think about, you know, you're skipping Fuge for 3.0 units like the Herta. Yes, I'm kind of doomed. I'm not skipping Fuge. I am going for her and hoping to also get the Herta. So, fingers crossed. But yeah, totally don't blame you there. The 3.0 units look really cool from what we've seen so far.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
Well, kind of.
If that were indeed the case.
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to
Is it
send
who I
a
think it is
passenger
here?
home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Tingyun. Well, I said I love Tingyun, but this many of her?
This... How?
You're finally here, Mr.
Yeah,
We have a huge problem.
you don't say much. I think I can see that. Meanwhile, the Trailblazers stern.
Isn't it fascinating?
Oh, screw
how
them.
variables fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms.
And yes, cosplay adventuring is also a great choice. But yeah, Welt would also be a super cool one to see more cosplays of, honestly. Totally not biased with Honkai Impact Third fan here, you know? And thank you for appreciating my model. I designed her myself, and then Art Dean, my VTuber mama, happened to, you know, do the actual art for it. Turn my little sketch into this. Both my artist and my rigging for this. Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mr. Screwlim. I had assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all you geniuses showed up to the Charmony Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
Sure have, Screwlim. They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear that from Madame Herta? It's a well beyond the knowledge of the Nameless, after all. I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphoris is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right, so this has to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps the Aeons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about
It's a
it.
pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest. and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the remembrance of technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ra May's acquaintance a while back. We even went into the Kalanga Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ra May's. Yeah, talk about it, with tingyun of all people.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
And Boss Adventuring with the hat would be an awesome cosplay. A very difficult one, I would think, but a very awesome one. And yeah, with Honkai Impact 3rd, I feel like definitely with a 3.x coming in, like, it's a good time to start going through that story a little bit. I haven't gotten through all of Honkai Impact 3rd. I'm still way back in part 1, but I know quite a bit about it. And it is a bit of a trauma story, but a very fun time. And yeah, what do they mean by that Leviathan carcass? Like, what? Yeah, one that truly runs deep.
So is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Gonna need some details on that carcass, please, Himiko. Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favours apart? Is her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Jian show, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Tingyun better anyway, plus those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time now. Well,
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on?
wonderful time is certainly a way to describe the situation unfolding right now.
About that, why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically.
Oh. You're asking Stell to present this logically? Apparently there are many Tingyuns here with us. I'm gonna have to break that stereotype you had of me. Yeah.
Not now, of all times.
Really, March?
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
Well,
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
yeah, that seems like a pretty extreme version of it.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a
Oh,
shot.
Stell.
That's how we
Of
got
course
into
Stell
the
did.
problem.
What happened?
We failed the challenge terribly. I still wanted more candies. Behold, the Laughing Maniac, March 7th.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun...
Had multiplied?
Miss Tingyun ate the candy
Okay.
too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
Oh dear, was that like one Tingyun per sneeze? Like,
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely
how funny, because we're in a different POV, we can't see Sunday as Sunday. I like that little touch.
causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves.
And yes, I also refuse to call Twitter X, and you saw Firefly on my Twitter. Yeah. She is very, like, personally a favourite character to me, with her struggles and my struggles not really being the same, but I can relate on a lot of fronts. Yeah, I love Firefly. And I have cosplayed her too.
There is no cause for
And I have her at E6 S5 because I'm very normal.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
Come on, Sunday.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the bloodhounds more than once on our way here.
True.
Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
But we want to see your awesome new outfit, Sunday, so bless us all with it. There we go.
Everyone.
You! What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Mr. Yang, have you turned on us? Am I still dreaming? Yeah, what's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Well, there's them in on what he's been through. Yeah.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Yeah.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight pummeled this control freak.
What a greeting. Thank you, 1 Week. I'm not one to boast about past feats. He was a worthy opponent. Nah, it was a team effort. I mean, I gotta thank the train, right?
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guest?
True, March.
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Tingyun to her
Yeah.
normal self.
As much as I love seeing a billion Tingyuns, it's probably a little bit unnerving.
You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Tingyuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Oh. Yeah. Sunday's left my squad now, so you can see my Firefly too. But yeah, she's my favourite character too. She was my first character to ever E6, and I got lucky enough to also S5 while I was doing that. So I won't need to be pulling on her again. She's perfectly built, and yeah. But yeah, I would love to get like an acrylic stand and mouse mount of her. She's awesome. Oh, let's have a look around these Tingyuns. Oh, they are standing very unnervingly.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
What would that be, Tingyun?
Oh, wait. Which Miss Tingyun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild.
Oh dear.
How often do you get
Full
to
of
guest work with
Tingyuns.
yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper.
I mean,
I know we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
uh-huh.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be
Uh-huh.
an element of her.
Just an element. I want to clone copies of myself too. Ha, Miss Tingyun's got a sense of humor these days.
Hey! You better not be referring to the part about my wits surpassing many others.
I'm sorry, March.
Mr. Yang
Gotta tease
mentioned
March
he
where you
expressed
can,
his
you
next
know?
voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yep.
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
It's wild to think that we've been waiting like
Didn't the antimatter
a
Legion
year
launch an ambush
for
on the Luofu
Tingyun to
some
possibly
time
have a
ago?
comeback.
Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Tingyuns here.
Yeah. Let's talk to the many tingyuns. Oh my gosh, they all have a little adjective to them.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day?
Oh, flower enthusiast Tingyun.
Brightening up someone's day.
I love your enthusiasm.
That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that
Oh,
truly
dear.
matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it.
They are all gonna clash a little bit here.
She makes a valid point, too. You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
Yeah.
These three tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
Let's leave the Tingyuns to
What do you
it.
think, Sunny?
Sunny.
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
It always sounds chummier that way. I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into nodes that are each a part of her.
Yeah.
In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't much simplification, was it?
At any rate,
But I get it.
this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix
Multiplication of people happens a lot. That's a little alarming.
These Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one.
Oh?
But it may take me a while
Oh.
to identify her.
And I was that true about Lali and March having the same voice actor. What language is that in? Because I think in English... Oh wait, no, in English it is, isn't it? Yeah. Took me a second to remember, but yeah. Oh man. I'm just in awe of all these Tingyuns right now. Yeah. In English, yeah. Which is great, because I love both characters. I'm excited to see Lali and Mochi. Okay, find a Tingyun that's easy to communicate with. Sleepwalking Tingyun. Kitty, I don't think that's going to be easy. Invincible Van Wielder. Well, those two are not alone. Sleepwalking. I mean, I'll try talking to her.
Walking.
Never mind. She is,
What a weird dream. This Miss Tingyun
Yeah.
looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her.
Never mind. Not the sleepwalking Tingyun. Lali is your favorite Genshin character. Who dethrones Shenhe? Oh, I love Shenhe as well. And honestly, same. Lali, I wouldn't say she's my number one, but she's gotten right up there in like my top 5 very, very quickly. She's just like a funny old grandma, but with a really pretty design. Visionary was the one we just spoke to. So many Tingyuns. Where does one... Oh wait, there's some up here too. They are just posing. Not sure if I have the right person or not, but I can't speak to you, Tingyun. Money grubber Tingyun. I don't think that's going to be an easy one to speak to. Okay, let's talk to the kitty one first.
You can't fly? Why? I can fly. A long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky.
Tingyun?
Next time. Pinky promise?
That's literally just a childhood memories.
We get someone to watch over
I
her?
think so much.
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Alright, if you say so.
True. It doesn't apply
Alright, not that one. Is there one hiding here? No. Okay. Invincible van welder. And yeah, the threatening of breaking knees is just adorable. Yeah. Silali is awesome.
Huh? Yikes.
Oh.
She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her.
Too intimidating of an aura. Gotcha. Okay. Let's go through them one by one. Money grubber then. Oh. She seems completely oblivious to everything else and is just standing there, continuously operating the cash viewer, occasionally letting out an excited laugh.
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her?
I feel the same, March. I feel very much the same. Okay. I guess we go back to Visionary then.
Oh, you're here
Yeah.
again. So, what's your decision? I'm still deliberating. I'm so highly sought after that it's only right I give it careful consideration.
Smooth, March, smooth.
I knew it. I always have an eye for talented people. No problem. Take your time.
Alright. Search for clues related to tingyun in the vicinity. And yeah, one of your friends is like, run or run, and she will get the changalo. Yeah, I've seen all the memes about that too. I'm like half expecting it to pop up as a joke like in the actual story now as well. Alright, let's look for clues. Okay, I was wondering if I could do that. That was a little bit mean of me, huh?
Oh, were you all looking
Oh.
for me?
Hello, Tingyun.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Yeah.
Found her. If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is...
Benefactor, perhaps?
It's nothing special.
Oh,
really.
somewhat normal Tingyun. Literally. There she is. So this is also a side of Miss Tingyun.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Yeah, literally just normal Tingyun.
My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking
The
Miss
skepticism
Tingyun hostage,
against Sunday is understandable. But I do feel a little bit bad for him. He's literally just trying to help right now. Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration. Know that there are 4 pairs of eyes between the 3 of us. Remember, we're the most formidable people in all Penacony.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
Yeah.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
Dang.
there's no need for that. You're acting so sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so
Oh, she is so chill and relaxed. Okay.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
Was that a glasses joke style? True, I didn't catch that. Oh. We get a little flash of what Tingyun's mental state is like. Because I wouldn't be surprised. Oh.
What the?
Well, that's giving me unpleasant memories to,
Did you hear a voice just now?
Fantalia.
A voice?
Never mind.
Ominous.
Look, it's working.
Oh, cutscene. Oh.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself
improperly?
Oh, she is so pretty. Oh, look how gorgeous her new look is.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing.
She changed her whole form just like that.
Huh? What's wrong?
1 week.
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
Tingyun kind of given the eye not to talk about it there, huh?
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears.
Uh.
I nearly died.
Oh.
Just now.
Just from trying to tune her? Darkness ascends before the eye as reminiscent of the chaos before the birth of the universe. Amidst this chaos, a voice emerged, resonating like that of the creator.
Be afraid.
Oh.
What?
Space station kind of thing? I mean, it's not the space station, I'm sure, but...
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone. Who?
Looks like we are getting that throwback.
And
yeah.
who am I?
To the Rame at the end of that other patch.
Is that where I came from?
Tingyun.
And where does this path lead?
She sounds so unsure and scared. Oh, okay. I've got to add her to the team. Clearly. Oh. Did you get back to your current cosplay project? Yes. What current cosplay project is it?
Benefactor, let me lend you a hand.
I think I would just keep this lineup as is for now, because I want to see how she performs with Rapper. Oh gosh, the lighting is dark in here.
That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
Oh, Tingyun, that's you.
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
Oh.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
It has to work. I mean, we know it
I'm not a
does, but
genius,
come
so I don't
on.
understand the logic behind it, but if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Could you tell me where I am?
Tingyun.
Can they not hear me?
You must go on, and there's no time to waste. A misfortune of survivors. Oh. Oh, she's gonna have survivor's guilt, isn't she? Investigate. Read the report on the table.
This girl is...
Oh. We've got a long thing to do. I will read it out, but Grin Mirror Tempest from Slightly Sekai Gacha, basically a Valkyrie. Oh, that's a cool one. We love our gachas, right? Though extremely rare, the observed subject has started to provide short answers for some simple questions, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state. From what has been observed so far, she is not incapable of composing long and complex sentences. However, an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency, enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. Oh jeez. Tingyun, she's been through it. The relevant information should be delivered to Madame around May for her to decide whether the observed subject's senses should be temporarily numbed before conducting a questioning. Correction, we have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can to alleviate the pain. No further questioning will be made until the body's repair has made some progress. Until then, this is a record of the questions that the observed subject has already answered. Number 1, what is your name? The subject replied within 3 seconds, tingyun. Number 2, what did you encounter? The observed subject spent a substantial period of time in rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing their consciousness. Oh. After being questioned 4 times, it can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details, but struggles to elucidate that knowledge, during the limited periods of coherence. Oh. And that was day 6.
Tingyun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
You do, Tingyun.
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
Oh.
It's you again. Who's talking to me?
That fear in her voice is just getting to me.
These are...
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
Destruction?
Oh.
I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why don't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway.
But we can.
Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
I see.
Scars?
Oh.
Wait!
Looks like they're initiating combat anyway. It's hard to embrace it, huh?
Is this called coexisting?
Oh.
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Sorry for the goofy music over what is not a goofy scene. But yeah, same with being a gacha gamer. I feel like I'm constantly adding more. There's another one coming out tomorrow, Infinity Nikki, that I'll be adding. But yeah,
Never go back to how they used to be.
3.0 for Honkai Star Rail. And we were 2.0 are also ones that I've got to get on when they come out. The timing is going to destroy us gacha gamers. Okay, let's see. Okay, that is good damage.
Let's seize this fine moment. Dream vanished.
Okay. It's taking me a minute to like get used to the rotations here. But oh, this is gonna be fun to play. I'll be interested to see with Firefly instead as well. But she definitely buffs Rapper, that's for sure.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them?
And yeah, taking a break from Project Ray Raven. Yes, I did start that like a while back before Withering Waves, but I might go back to it at some point. But same, I haven't been playing it.
The ones from before weren't defeated either.
As I said before, you can't defeat them.
Rame!
You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your 2 choices.
The way these two stories are kind of
World? What are you saying?
blending together is quite interesting to me too. There's a lot about moving on from your past, isn't it? Both on Sunday's regard and in Tingyun's. About embracing the person you are now. I like it.
Oh, no wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Oh.
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
Oh, Tingyun.
You can think of it that way.
What an existence.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
That's fair. You've got no other angle, Rame.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with.
It's just innate, right?
You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
This probably feels so impersonal and like she's just a lab rat.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Yeah.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
Oh. What an existence and what a path.
Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This visual of seeing her through the glass.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Probably the only survivor, Tingyun. Yeah, that survivor's guilt.
Most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit.
Yeah,
You're
Ventelia.
also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
Yeah. That must be a lot to take in.
Feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain.
Like the log said.
Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life.
Hence the embracing and not fighting them.
I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail.
Well, that explains that.
You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Traveling merchant Luocha?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you.
Yeah, that's our friend Tingyun.
It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Aww. At this point, past events revealed by the tuning recede to the darkness once more. Yeah, you were thinking Locha as well? Yeah. I can't remember because it was a couple of patches ago now. I remember there being the bit about Luocha at the end too. And I feel like I remember theorizing something back then. I can't remember my exact theory, but the tie is interesting, the link there. Hopefully we see more of him in the future too, because you just know there's more up with his character, right?
Are you alright?
Did I pass out?
Only for a little while. It's okay. You didn't end up in the Dreamflux Reef. We were just about to make a memorial portrait of you.
A little quick to the draw, aren't you?
A little humor to wake you up 1 week.
Rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries.
Yeah.
Beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Rame
Yes,
happened.
a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop in Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
Makes sense.
I'm so sorry. I thought
Oh,
no one would be
Tingyun.
affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's alright. So long as nobody was hurt.
She is so, like,
Can I get something to drink?
scared and
I feel
sounds
like
so
I've been
small
asleep for
now.
10
It's,
years.
her voice is
That's
so
fine.
small where she's so
We just
scared.
wanted
Oh.
to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Shortly after. Oh.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other 2 companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first.
Yeah. I mean, your buddy almost died.
Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here.
Ooh.
Not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Alright.
Okay. We better hurry then.
We're splitting up then. I'm sure we'll be switching between the POVs accordingly. Discuss the next step with the others.
Shall we keep going then?
Where are we going? What are we doing here again?
Did you forget already? Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
Sorry much, our POV switched so much, you know?
Too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people
Oh, she's trying to be her usual self.
So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
I already picked up a few gifts earlier, so that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time, so we better not drag our feet.
Of course, Tingyun, of course. Let's go this way then. Over to OT Mall. What are they gonna buy as a souvenir? Is this the toy store?
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My two friends here are more familiar with
She's been through so
Dreamscape
much, and
and
she's still thinking of other
recommended the shop,
people.
so I'm here to take a look.
Wow, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all you like.
First,
She's
we
still got
have
that flattery.
Lady Fushuan of the Divination Commission. What do you think best suits her?
Yushuan? The brother Hanu launcher, Clocky Eye Mask, Unicycler. Sure, the Eye Mask.
Did you pick that because of her third
I
eye?
didn't actually much. I thought that she overworks so much she might need it.
An interesting suggestion. It'll make for a novel gift. Let's go with that. Next is General Jingyuan.
Jingyuan! Some Panicrony shares. Dreamjoy memoir, film reel. Sending you a division of elite fighters. Oh. Well, the middle one's the actual only achievable one there.
Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the general will like this gift.
I think so too, Tingyun.
Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission. She loves excitement.
Okay. Soul Guard syrup, hamster ball, night hair clip, Hellovian things, accessory. The hair clip.
You carry yourself with such dignity and grace, but you still have the heart of a child. Lady Bailu loves these types
Exactly.
of accessories.
See, it's perfect.
Let's go with your suggestion. That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected.
Of course,
And it looks
Tingyun.
like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere, but Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary.
Ah, the dream bubbles. That brings me right back.
We can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
And hello,
A
welcome.
souvenir for myself. That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do.
Oh?
Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private? Perhaps somewhere more secluded. I'd like to discuss a personal matter.
Of course, Tingyun. What is it? Head somewhere quiet. Reality is but a dream's echo.
This is a good spot.
Alright, then we will stop here, Tingyun.
Miss Tingyun, what's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough. But there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways.
Of course.
Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
Oh, I remember. I remember the trauma.
Forget.
Tingyun, how? Ventalia, how? Sparkle, how? Oh, I can't remember exact lines, March. Don't put me on the spot.
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling. The
I
days since I
see.
started traveling with you.
So that's back when we saw her
Your
again.
names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you.
It was, Tingyun. It's been
I've
over
heard
a
about
year.
what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while.
I'm glad they're going over this because I wasn't sure if she was always, like, replaced or not.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it.
Gosh.
That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me.
She did a
What was your
disturbingly
impression of
accurate
that
impression.
tingyun, if you recall?
A bit mysterious, a bit dangerous, a bit calculating. I mean, all of the above, but she was mysterious and yeah. I liked Tingyun and I still like Tingyun.
Foxians. It's widely known that mystery is the key to our allure. So, what did she seem like to you?
She's trying to reconnect with herself, isn't she? A shrewd merchant, a potential emanator of destruction. No, she was like a shrewd merchant.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued.
Sure, Tingyun, sure.
Was there anything particularly memorable?
Oh. High EQ, extremely flexible. March 7th said you were bossy. Sorry, March.
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the
Oh, I knew that was coming. I could feel it. Yes, no. That's not important. Honestly, I want to say that's not important because I don't want her to have to cling to the past, you know? This is all about... Both these stories are about moving forward and being who you are now.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun.
March, you should get it. Like, compared to everyone with their stories, you should understand a bit.
March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Luofu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself.
Yeah.
I regret missing out on your Xianzhou journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Fantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even.
Oh.
I will not be
I can
taken
feel that little
advantage
spark of fire
I
reigniting in
must take
Tingyun.
something back from her as well.
Good, good.
But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you. That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly.
Aww.
We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Fantilia made me act like somebody else.
Yeah.
Now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement.
Go on, tingyun.
Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Aww. You're welcome. I'm still a bit confused. Let's not do that still. It's time to rethink how you see yourself. Yeah.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on.
Of course, Tingyun. Find yourself for who you are now.
Benefactors will be my source of courage.
Happy to help.
That's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm her.
We'll see. I just hope the Tingyun in your memories won't be tainted by Fantilia anymore.
Yeah.
All right, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Never, Tingyun.
Let's
Never
continue
take
on
up
our
too
way.
much of my time. But yeah, Tingyun still is one of the best 4-stars in the game. I agree. Although I don't have a build, but back in the early game days I did. And yeah, she does need quite a bit of tankiness to her to live. I don't know what is up with the enemies always targeting her.
Welcome to the Dreamscape Sales Store. Dr. Edward at your service.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Yeah.
Just a friendly reminder, being too picky won't help you find the best dream. Just to dampen your spirits ahead of time. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions.
Oh.
Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfectly. The story unfolds in the Shenzhou lands, where a young sword master strives to become the sword champion.
Now this does sound very fitting, conveniently.
Puts him in a tough spot.
Why does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you. So easy to work.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean?
Yeah, give us something nice, Dr. Edwards.
Anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you,
Oh,
my benefactors.
for us? Oh,
After traveling
Tingyun.
all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Well, thank you.
That's really nice of you.
It is.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared. Thank you for your business.
Just Tingyun's light cone image in there.
Finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back.
It is time to head back. Tingyun's dream bubble. A dream bubble gifted by Tingyun, which recalls your journeys on the Jianzhou. In this dream, the real Tingyun never missed out on meeting you. Aww. The future is neither initial meeting nor a reunion. We've always walked together. Aww. And yeah, I did pull for Sunday. I've got E1, S1. Let me bring it up real quick. He's not built yet or leveled or anything. So I haven't been using him yet. But I will do that. Like off stream and stuff. But yeah. I've got him at E1, S1. And I was very lucky with that, honestly. I've got enough left over for Tingyun. Hopefully. Let's see, where am I going now? Ah, this done. No wonder I couldn't find the marker. Gotta go over here.
Can't believe it's time for Miss Tingyun to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
Me neither, March. I've missed Tingyun. Hey, Himiko. Yeah, I wish everyone the best of luck on their pools too. I had a little ritual of going to the theatre with my follow-up attack team with Robin in, and I switched to Robin right in front of the Sunday boss and pulled. So that's my little good luck ritual that worked for me. If anyone wants to try it. You're back.
Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back.
Yeah, quite a few things happened.
Xianzhou arrived yet?
Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. Oh? Yukong!
Long time no see, everyone.
Yes. Oh.
Madam Yukong?
Tingyun.
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand.
Oh.
But now it seems it was unnecessary.
I love seeing them reunite. Yukong's seen Tingyun since she was a tiny Foxian, and now...
I'm here to take you home.
Oh. You two must have a lot to catch up on after being apart for so long. We'll give you some space. Yeah. Let them have their little reunion.
Madam Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
Oh.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Oh, Tingyun, don't frown with it.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
Aww.
You're still the same, carefree as always.
I love a little crooked smile she has
I'd like to
too.
tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the HELLOOO. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing?
What is it, Tingyun?
Do I really have to go back to the
Oh.
Why? You don't want to?
It's gonna be weird and overwhelming,
Despite
right?
Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron May, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
That's fair too.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the HELLOOO and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
To be free and find yourself?
The marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself.
This is true.
If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron May visited the HELLOOO earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise.
Yep.
If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home,
Taking control of the situation for
I'll
herself.
support you, no matter what others
Seems
may say.
like a good thing for Tingyun.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions.
Yeah?
Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Oh. Who do you speak of, Tingyun?
Is that...
Oh.
After a strange encounter,
The
I
Tingyun
was
fragment.
fragmented into multiple
Oh.
tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories. And one of them hasn't returned to me because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her?
Who else?
What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse.
Oh. Mesmerized by the wows in the
Do
sky.
you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
We heard the Kitty Yukon fragment talk about that earlier too.
Of course I remember.
The Kitty Tingyun fragment, yeah.
You were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
Aww.
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
Can't blame her, that's high up.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore.
There always
Even though
are.
I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
Aww.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond.
Oh, Tingyun.
Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals.
She's still Tingyun at her heart, at her core.
To uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
Yeah.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
As all survivors, she's going to carry that survivor's guilt.
You were once a survivor
Yeah.
in the war too, weren't you?
You understand that survivor's guilt too, Yukong.
In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me the that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Rise up against the gods. Take back your destiny.
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns?
Feels like
If I
that
could
alone
choose, I would never want you to become
encompasses a
pawn.
lot of Honkai Star
I
Rail
just wish
story.
you could still be that carefree little fox, not caught up in this war.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless.
That's the way to look at it, Tingyun. That's the way. And it's true.
So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
Aww. A moment of silence lingers after that. Departure is often indistinguishable from parting, yet they are fortunate enough to not have to waver between the two. But luck never seems to favour everyone. Sunday's POV. Meanwhile at Dream's Edge.
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables. So it shouldn't matter if we add another.
Aww.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and
The
decided to try my luck.
siblings.
It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
Taking a page out of Venturing's
I'm trying
book.
to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
Aww.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
True.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that
Oh,
this is a farewell.
Sunday, come on.
I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
She would want to see you too.
As you wish.
The pain.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
Oh, speak memory. Go on Sunday.
I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is 1 Week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You all are the reason Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax. Ideally somewhere where I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I'd walked all the way here. I know these stars only exist in a dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality.
Oh.
When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
Robin. She can feel that familiarity. Yeah. You're very philosophical, Miss 1 Week. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find
Your
a good
rest
seat.
day, your Sunday. A show here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
I just realised the puzzle next to them. Of course, it's the Charmony Dove, right? I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Penacony from here. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful. Oh.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars
Aww.
before the show begins?
I'm just gonna keep awing. So many family reunions, even if Robin doesn't know it right now. Of course, you don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream's Edge after all, and the Dreamweavers are its true masters. Same 1 week.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. My only real regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Oh, Sunday, it's definitely you. Yes, he left in such a hurry that I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
They're killing me right now. But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
You know, Sunday. It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is...
He really just wants her to say it.
Chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
The siblings. But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people. But because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he will stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
She knows you too well, Sunday. It's not. Because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether this is the right course of action. Yeah.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, even if he has to do it alone. Oh, even now she still believes in him. We don't have to soar into the sky together, because I know we'll reunite one day, up there in the clouds. You're gonna make me teary-eyed, Robin. And you'll make a Sunday teary-eyed.
I hope so.
Miss 1 week, may I ask a favour? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. Oh, I thought that was just a side quest. You really want me to... Oh, the Charmony Dove. If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
A dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
Oh, it all comes back to that. Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Aww. Thank you anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece to be part of the starry sky. Sounds the farewell, hums reunion, help Robin find the jigsaw piece. And yes, you did arrive at a good time. The siblings are killing me. Well, there's one piece.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Is this... A scrawled note was left here. May your sky be forever radiant. It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape.
Obtain the scattered jigsaw pieces. Well, here's the next one.
The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
Oh. It's okay. Let's use this one. Just as before, a note was placed carefully next to the puzzle. Like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever lustrous. Oh, Robin. One more thing. Staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. The fuzziness. We have enough. Let's go back. Complete it now. I don't want to complete it. Because I don't want them to have to stop this reunion. I'm not even... I'm not even being good at the puzzle right now. Because I am too emotional for that. That goes there. Does that not go there? No, that doesn't go there. That goes there. This is just... good thing I didn't get too teary-eyed. Because I'd have to complete this through tears. Oh.
It's done. Have a look.
The music too. That painting feels like a blessing, and also seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken wings no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still be towards the stars.
Soon I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
Please let them reunite eventually. The lyrics to the background music are in my head. You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end? Maybe I'm stronger than you think. Oh. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother, she knew. Of course she knew.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
So goodbye for
That's
now.
enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit.
Oh. Well, now I'm tearing up.
Why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Oh, 1 week.
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used
Thinking
as
about that right
evidence
now,
against
Sunday, come on.
So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't. I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Man.
Live with regret.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
I thought my tears were easing up, but then the song started again, and I'm like, no,
Yes.
not again.
We only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help.
Yeah.
After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the skies still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive.
Of course.
To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by.
It's to experience the whole
Although I
journey,
believe this
right?
is a natural course of action.
That's not what I think at all.
Yeah.
Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still
Exactly. It's
continue.
about forging your own path in the
Think of
end.
it this way. The title Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation.
Exactly.
The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as
Well,
the
it's making me
distances.
nostalgic right now
The
too.
connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me. This is my way of the trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now.
Yeah.
I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here.
It's all about your
right now.
future.
There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes. Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense.
Oh.
Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our
Oh,
final bow
Sunday,
in this
you
farewell
got me
performance.
too. You got me. Oh boy. After all that's happened, the Grand Theatre stands deserted. The man who crashed here with broken wings must learn how to walk on the land. But to do that, he must first fly towards the stars. Oh, stop, I'm gonna cry again. Okay, this... Wait, let me see the weaknesses. Okay, imaginary... Do we think I could just try this? I think with my impromptu Sunday team. Let's try it. If we fail, we'll redo it.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry, I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a star.
Oh, Sunday, you've had such a life already.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop.
I'm coming back to here of all places.
Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born.
I love the bird symbolism with him and the angel symbolism every single time.
In order to flap my own wings and soar again.
It's so beautifully crafted.
I will say goodbye. Here. To the me of yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, he did get me with that. I did not see that twist.
Face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
Well, it makes sense now why his name's 1 week, right? Oh, Sunday.
That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony.
Yeah.
It's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown
away.
While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to
that hurt, Sunday?
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family.
Oh, Sunday, Sunday.
Another reason is...
I knew it would hurt. See what? Sunday.
The sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order, and for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Oh.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
And that also means he was bullying himself. With, like, the workaholic jokes and Mr. Workday or whatever it was, so... Oh, Sunday.
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with.
Like what happened with tingyun.
It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Tingyun also divided my fragile self into two.
The duality in your case, huh?
That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
I mean, you saw the hair, right?
Another possibility of me.
And I love Workday too. I was making jokes about Sunday's evil twin Monday right before that.
I too was once
So I was
a
glad they
child,
went with that.
with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Tingyun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form.
Go on Sunday.
This also means that 1 week
Find
will
yourself
vanish
like
for good.
Tingyun did.
That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears?
Ooh.
No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Oh, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated.
Oh, it's so good.
Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all.
Yeah, you're a bit of a control freak in the
I'm
past.
about to embark on an unknown journey.
He's been humbled.
It's impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today.
You gotta embrace that chaos a little bit more.
You're not ready at all, are you?
When is anyone, right?
I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people?
A lot of people just
My fear of the
grasp at the
unknown may be
possibility of
weakness,
control.
But your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person.
Yeah?
I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my
Oh, stop, I'll cry again.
I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it, Sonny.
Sonny again.
You always talk about locking the bird
Stop
in the
bullying
cage,
yourself.
But you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall.
Spread your wings, Sonny.
But I won't become like you. I simply can't.
No, you have your own version to
I
become.
dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future.
Sunday in the distance there.
My true heart will guide the tuning.
Yes, Sunday.
I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the express?
I was about to say, once again, taking after Adventuring, huh?
Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes.
The fact that he's embracing failure is like outstanding for
Whether it's us
him.
emerging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest.
Yeah.
Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living.
I believe in you, Sunday. You still had the best of intentions, but now you can walk your path the right way.
Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints us.
No, don't say that. Oh my goodness. And yeah, the train's always at the scene of the crime, right?
Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings.
Oh, Sunday.
Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is.
The amount of times I said, oh, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday in this video.
Be born as a human and die as one.
That's just how he makes me feel, you know. Oh, Sunday with affection, oh, Sunday with pity, and oh, Sunday with why are you doing this, and why are you saying that about yourself, etc., etc. And yeah, the trust bit.
With my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky.
Don't worry, the tusk is a canon part of this scene.
On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say, but as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice.
Yeah, 1 week.
When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time.
Don't be a Sino Genshin Impact.
Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke.
Aww.
No objections from me.
I hope he ends up cracking and making a little joke.
So annoying. How did I become so dull? Well,
The guilt and weight of the world is your answer.
try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad.
Oh, cutscene time. Come on Sundays.
Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
Here we go. Oh my goodness. I maybe should have brought Firefly to this anyway, but let's try our best.
In this mortal form.
Oh, yeah.
Watch over you.
The more happy the Tusker will be, the more depressed you are. It really does fit into this moment, doesn't it? Okay, let's wait to use that ult. Okay. I'm gonna wait to use that ult too. A lot of waiting to use ults. At least I've got Lingsha for the breaking, but she won't be doing super break, that's for sure. Okay, I think I will just use the taunt first. Oh. Okay. This will be an interesting one. When I don't have my super break team. So let's see. I don't even know Sunday's kit that well right now, so please excuse if I am using it terribly. Okay, that should break most of them.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Okay. This could still work.
Not the sword. Strike.
Go Yunli. But at least if I don't completely obliterate this boss that quickly, I'll hear all the lines. It would be sad if I accidentally did it too quickly. Never forget how newcomers nowadays might defeat Kokolia too quickly and not hear that epic wildfire. Yeah, I didn't have my ult, but now I do. Yeah, we can do this. Still that. Oh yeah, that was funny. I saw Mutze's voice actor ended up defeating Kokolia too quickly and didn't get the epic wildfire moment. Everyone was very sad. Okay, let's use the ult there. Yeah, I can imagine the Fae Shao follow-up would not be working too well in this situation. I'll wait until Lingsha heals here, I think. I probably should have brought Adventure instead of Lingsha, but you know, I just wanted my wife here. I wanted Lingsha here. Okay. We should be looking at something decent here. Let's save Lingsha's ult. Now let's use the ult.
Everything in this world.
Yeah, I usually go for this with Firefly Squad or Rapper or both. Or even Hunt March, I have as a hybrid Super Breaker. You can tell I love Super Break. Okay, I think I did that a bit too late, but that's fine. Okay, let's use a skill again. Alright. Get those heals in. Nope, pressing the wrong buttons, but there we go. Yes, Acheron Obliteration Squad. And Kafka DOT. She was like one of the first characters I built, but I really wish that DOT would come back into being a bit more powerful again. Because that is a fun team to play too. And yeah, from looking at Sunday's kit, I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. Oh, I've got a buff Yunli again.
What are you made of?
This watch over you, guide you on your path.
And yeah, I should use that. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, from what we saw in the live stream a little bit with future upcoming characters too. Oh, can't see him. Oh. The hands touching moment. Oh gosh, I love the symbolism. They do it so well with Sunday especially.
On this 8th day,
Oh.
I grant myself departure.
Oh. Sunday.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. One Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now.
And yeah, oddly, Sunday is such a good Jingyuan bath.
Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
Aww.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Wouldn't be surprised. When's there not, right?
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival, and you've already defeated them. But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved.
I see.
Too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Shipei turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up?
Yeah.
Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
Yeah.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Very, very true.
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
Oh. That was sweet.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider.
We're listening.
While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless, I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need more than asceticism is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express?
Oh, Sunday. I felt like with all the talk of seizing your own future, that might be something he says. Sometime later.
So this is
Sunday. Seeing him aboard the Express is... Wow. Yes, Sunday. And yeah, speaking of like the future, I feel like 3.0 will definitely give us more heartbreaks. Both looking forward to it and very scared too, yeah. We're gonna get our hearts broken so many times throughout the lifespan of this game.
Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
Oh my goodness. But if you didn't support this idea, you wouldn't have brought him back. And yeah, I would have felt like he would also fit the Stellaron Hunter path, but I think the trailblazing essence resonates a bit more with the story now that we've seen all that. While Stellaron Hunter's like a lot about fate and everything, they are about like following the script and all that. Whereas Trailblaze is a little bit of a flip side of the coin to that. Well, I trust your judgment. If someone's willing to join us on our journey, the Express will be open to them. But this time is a bit different. Before making any decision, I want to hear what you think. Me? I want to hear everyone's opinions. I don't have anything to say. Can I just say yes? I guess I have to say yay, Sunday. I want to hear everyone's opinion. But in this battle, you were the one who directly confronted him. Your opinion holds the most weight.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
And yes, more Sunday content. I'm happy. Because his character really does have so much potential. I feel like he said, the end is only just the beginning here, you know? Of being the person he wants to be. You are a noble person. You always want to be in control. You've disappointed many people. I mean, you always want to be in control, but you did have good intentions. You're a noble person. I can't deny that you always have compassion in your heart, even though you may view things differently. I agree with what you stand for. Have some hope in humanity. You have an unrealistic ideal. Maybe you're too pessimistic about humanity, but the Trailblaze isn't like that. We had to learn to have faith before embarking on this path. You must do the same. We can be friends. You're a worthy adversary. I don't agree with Mr. Yang. We can be friends. Nothing is for certain anyway. An enemy yesterday may be a friend today. He can join the Astral Express crew. Finally, I'm no longer the newbie. Maybe we should hear everyone else's opinion. I'll have my eye on you at all times, and I won't accept this no matter what is said. Finally, I'm no longer the newbie. Come on, you're taking over as newbie.
Well, he's just traveling with us. Not an actual member of the Express crew yet. Your newbie status is untouchable.
Well, he should be. I'm fine with that.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell.
But you are gonna be part of us. One of us now.
That I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Aww. Looks like we've come to a decision. I wonder how that changes if you pick other options. I'm sure it still ends the same, right? But yeah, I hope we run into the Celeron Hunters again too, especially now that we've got Sunday with us. It'll be kind of funny. And yeah, I hope that we see Suit Firefly sometime. Remember to keep the conductor in the loop too.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
Yes, yeah, but let me try contacting Madame Herta again before we set off. She helped us look into Amphorius, even though nothing new came up. I should at least let her know we're leaving.
Try?
I tried contacting the space station several times, but I never got any response. Maybe there's a problem with the interterrestrial network. It shouldn't be anything to worry about. What could happen at the Genius's home turf? Even the Antimatter Legion wouldn't stand a chance. For all we know, Madame Herta could be making a move again. Yeah, about that. We've seen the teasers in the live stream and the drip marketing.
No, we're still not quite there.
Oh. Oh, cutscene again.
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand
all her
you're a
puppets.
genius. The importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves.
Herta.
So-called magic has its own set.
This music too.
There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved.
So. Oh wow.
All-seeing presence. I ask you this. What is divinity?
Oh, Herta. Oh, man. A new venture on the 8th Dawn, complete. Stay tuned to find out what happens next. Oh, man. Yay. Oh, man. That was great. That was an incredible story. And yeah, I hope that we do see, when the Stellaron Hunters, we see them next and all that, we get a little bit of Kafka and Himiko's backstory. They clearly know each other, or know of each other to some extent we haven't seen yet. And yeah, I don't know what's with the Leviathan Husk, like, very much guessing that will be covered in the future updates, but we really glossed over that, huh? Yeah, we saw news. That was, whoa. You can tell I'm a little bit speechless at all of it. But wow. To see her to actually speaking to Nereus as well was, yeah, I have no idea what's coming up in 3.0, and I can't wait to see how Herta fits into all of this. Maybe the Husk has something to do with all of it too. Maybe it's something to do with Herta or Rame. There's something further in that. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Did everyone enjoy that? Because I definitely did. How can you not, right? That was a really good look into both of the characters and our future of what can be going on in the future of the plot. And yeah, of course, it's like, what did Rame do with that? Are we not going to discuss it? I'm sure we'll find out at some point. But until then, we've just got to deal with the fact that it was glossed over like that, right? And yes, 2.7 so good, and 3.0 looks like it's going to be great too from what we've seen. They're doing really, really strong patches back to back, you know? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Rame should do whichever she wants. You know what? I agree. I love her and her wrongs. And yeah, 8 out of 10 because of pacing issues, but not bad. Yeah, I can see that. It was definitely, I'm glad that it was like shorter than the last lot, you know? Since it's my first time live streaming instead of pre-recording for the main story, I was worried I'd be sitting here for like 8 hours, but I'm glad it was a bit more condensed. But yeah, the pacing was a little bit, I feel like it was a bit slow at the start. That's like the only gripe I would have with it, is it felt a bit slow getting off. But once it was there, you know? But yeah, 2.0 to 2.4 is very hard to top. We will always remember where we were when we saw Firefly and got so emotionally attached to her and then had the quote-unquote death happen, right? That kind of impact I'm hoping we'll get in the 3.0 patch and onwards again. And yeah, same with 2.6. Sometimes they can be a little bit slow with their pacing in some portions, and it can make it drag a little bit. But especially when you like sitting here trying to do commentary on it, sometimes it gets a little bit hard to not just repeat what's going on the screen, you know? But yeah, Sparkle Best Wing, man. Totally. I still have the song that plays when Stell and Firefly are in the air. I've had that stuck in my head for a few days. I was listening to it in the car the other day, driving under all the Christmas lights, and it reminded me of that scene. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I should probably like wrap this up so I can edit it and upload it as well. And I would do all the party card stuff like in my own time. But I hope everyone enjoys that too and has great luck with their pools with whatever they're planning. But yeah, I like that the little Tusk here was in all the emotional moments with me. Thanks, Tusk here. This is such a good game, man. Every time I see an update, I just have to sit here and take it all in. And yeah, I do have a YouTube. It should be linked somewhere in my like about section. I think. If not, then it's definitely linked on my Twitter somewhere. I'll triple check afterwards, but yeah. I'm gonna edit and upload my pulls and my reaction to the story separately. Story should go up first, and then pulls will be scheduled for a later time. Yeah. But yeah, this was great, and tomorrow Infinity Nikki's coming out, another gacha. As someone who loves fashion, I will be playing that, but not sure if it'll be on stream yet or not. It might be something I start playing off stream, and then as it goes on and gets more updates, I might start streaming it. We'll see. But yeah, this has been a great time. Very glad I streamed it. Very glad that you all came to sit with me and experience this too. And I hope everyone has a lovely day, night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. And yeah, I should definitely wrap up now, but thank you all for being here. It's lovely to see some new faces as well. And yes, thank you for raiding, and I'm glad that you're here. It's lovely to meet you. And I'm glad Cola was able to stop by too. I know it's a little bit earlier for you, Cola. But yes. I will see you guys next time. Not sure when I'll be streaming next, because I've got a bit of a busy couple of weeks ahead. I mean, who hasn't at this time of year, right? But I will stream at some point. I'll tweet, you know, when I do and all that. And yeah, thank you guys. See you next time. Bye bye for now.